So yeah, this is fun. Try and keep it steady. Fun trying to do this. Right, so we're looking at some YouTube videos on science. We wanted to look at air. So I'm going to explain air a little bit. Amazing. Please get it stable for me. That's it. Now they go. So air is matter. Matter has weight. Don't laugh at me.
Let's just get to the experiment. Stop talking.
Straight to experiments.
Yeah.
Does air have weight? So this is a little experiment I saw on YouTube, and it's not as easy as I thought, but it's close. So let's find out which side's coming down first. You watching? What are you doing?
Sandpaper.
We're going to add weight to it though. So if you just
What do you do?
right, chop this side here.
Chop it.
Yeah. Cut into there. Yeah. Just put a little slit into that. Ready? That's the idea. Is you let the air out of one balloon. See what happens. It's slow, isn't it?
So we cut another one. Let's cut another one.
Make the other one a little bit bigger. No, it's a bit too big. So yeah, air has weight. Definitely. That was fun. I like that. That was really good. Anyway, so I found some other little experiments we could do. You like this one. You've gone straight for the egg. Safety. Safety. Smile. Right, the egg. What did I show you with the egg? What's the idea of the egg?
So
You need to explain it.
this egg can't go through.
Definitely can't go through.
By using this, we can get it to go through.
Now, what are we going to do to it? What's going to happen? What are we going to do to the air inside of this? Talk to me. Don't worry about it. We'll come say hello in a minute. Hi. I'll say hello now quick. Hi Ron. Hi Sandra. Bear with us. It's having a bit of fun. So having a look at air and air pressure. Safety.
Yeah.
Safety. Please.
I can't use the battery for this.
Please.
Okay.
Come on. So what are you going to do with the match? You're going to light the match. Stand over this side. You're going to light the match, and then what are you going to do? Burn a little bit. Oh, mind you, burn plastic rubber. Go. Quick. Now that was amazing. Try again. There you go. Where's look? You got a flat egg. You believe that?
Okay.
Try again. Another egg.
Okay,
Come. So there's air all around us. Air is pressure. Apparently there's about 15 pounds of pressure coming on you every inch of your skin. Apparently. That's what I found out this week. I've had fun looking at little ideas we could do, little experiments. So you're going to light the match. You're going to create fire. You're going to put a fire inside here. You're going to heat the air that's inside the jar, right? Should bring it a little closer on. Is that better? Alright, carefully, don't leave your hand over. You're going to burn the rubber onto your hand. It's probably not the safest thing to do. So, bad daddy. Go on, that should do. Quick, that's the one.
Go.
You do it. Oh, oh. You know what? They did burn paper when they put it in there. Some burnt paraffin. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a slow one. Wow. So what happened there?
I have no clue.
What happened? You heated up the air with the max, didn't you? Then we put the egg on top and it kind of created a seal over the top of the glass, didn't it?
Yes.
Right? So while the flame was burning the oxygen, one of the gases that's in here. Okay? So it was also heating up the air, heating up the rest of it. Once the oxygen dissipated, gone, there was no more oxygen in there for the flame went out. As the air started to cool, the air got sucked in. Why? By.
No clue.
Tell me why. Don't worry about it.
No,
Talk to me.
no clue.
As the air cooled again, it contracted. So hot air, you heat the air, expands. As it cools, it contracts. You know what I'm saying? Do you get me? Still don't get me? Okay. Okay, not done this. It's cool. Okay, right, that one here. Here you go.
What's this? I don't know.
Balloon in a bottle. Water balloon. It's got water in it.
And they can't see
In
it.
a bottle.
Yeah. What do we do with it?
I want you to do it.
What are we doing?
I want you to put water bottle in it. Water balloon in the bowl. Oh, do you know what? I shouldn't have shown them. So,
I can't blow it.
how could you get? There you go.
Yeah, I can't.
Amazing.
Can't blow it up.
You can't blow it up, that's right.
Because of mine.
Yes, I've got you. Right. So, I'm going to try and blow the balloon. Come on.
So you can't do it.
Why can't I blow the balloon up?
Because there's too much air inside pushing against the balloon to not let it blow up.
Right, so there's already air inside the bottle because there's air all around us. We're in a pressure system. Okay. So then I put the balloon inside and sealed it. So the air is sealed. The air that's inside is now sealed.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So the air is taking up space because it's matter and it weighs. Cool, right? So how could I get water into this balloon? Do that. How do you think I've done that?
That.
Yeah. How could I get that balloon to blow up in the bottle?
Put a hole in it.
Yeah, buddy. So what would having a hole in here do?
Release the air.
Release the air that's contained. Yeah. So at the minute we have air that's contained, don't we, in a bottle? Yeah. Go push and turn. Do a little swirl. That's it. That's a lovely job. So now I'm going to try. Blown the balloon up. Put my finger over the hole. Can you see it in the balloon?
Yeah.
Is that not crazy?
Really?
What do you mean? It's blown the balloon up. It's open.
Yeah.
In a bottle.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. So, what's happened? I was able to blow the balloon up and push the air that was already contained in here because we put a hole in it. And when I blew it up enough, I covered the hole to contain the air again. So the air wants to keep, I believe, it's a constant pressure with the air outside, the atmosphere. Okay? Right, I'll get there in the end. So now fill it up. Water. Yeah, let's get a tray. As much as you want. As little as you want. Right. Hungry. Boom.
We need to pop that open because that's the candle water.
Boom. Water balloon in a bottle. We make a move. Air pressure. You get me? No? With different pressures. Okay. So, try this one. Can I tell you what, let's make water fountain. Need a bottle. Need a bottle. Where's the big bottle? The Dell bottle. Yes. I wanted the Dell bottle. Going to make a fountain. I have some straws somewhere I made earlier. Do that one? Okay, can we just make that first because we're going to use some glue. Glue, I'm going to let it set, okay? Let's turn the camera. Wibbly wobbly. They won't believe what we've got this camera on the turn. Enough. Okay, where's the one I made earlier? Big old straw. I made straw. Found it. See, I left everything in there. I'm going to measure it a little bit. I'm going to put a little hole here. Yes. I'll make a bigger hole. I'm not going to be doing it. Just on a pen. Oh, yeah, man. See? You should do this. You should be doing it. Like that, so.
Evening experimenters.
Boom. Hello.
That was Baron.
Hey, Baron. Okay, so now.
Look.
Please. Sorry, it's getting it set. Burn the Dell bottle. No. So probably a little bit of height. Don't touch it. That's it. You don't want to burn the plastic too much. You alright? Just keep squeezing. Like that. Really easy. It's not hard.
Oh, like that. Hold it down.
You want to spin it a little bit. Go to turn that. Is it coming out?
Yeah.
Have a little go?
Yeah.
Hey, turn, mate.
Oh, like that.
Well, just make sure it's sealed, yeah. Well, it's not long enough. Probably burn the whole straw now.
Yep.
That should be cool. Should be cool, glue. Right, I'll let that set. Let that dry. So you want to do this one?
Yeah.
Let's lose this. You saying hello?
No, I'm getting rid of stuff so I can see there.
Hello, hello.
This.
Right, now what we're going to do. Cover that socket.
I forgot how. Wait, how did we do this? We lit it up. Yeah.
I've got
Pour that in it.
water.
Oh, done.
Yeah, I put some in there. So it's roughly that. Should we put a little bit of food dye in there?
Yeah, boy.
Give it a bit of colour. See what we're doing. So people can see it. You've probably seen these experiments dozens of times.
You show it, please. I can't show it.
I ain't seen them done like this. Stirry.
Can I just stir this?
Yeah. Stir up the mixture.
And then pour it.
And put the mixture in here. Lovely. Next experiment. Do you use a lighter?
No, I'll just use this.
Sure?
Yep.
Stick it in the water. into your fingers. It's like a firework, you know. I don't leave it in the wire. So, right, so now we're going to do, let's explain what we're going to do. We're just going to do it. Just do it. Give it a little. That's it. So, what's happening?
The sucking up all the water. I don't know.
The flame
Sucking up the water.
burning the oxygen, heating the air. So the flame is heating up the air.
It's gone out.
So it's taken some of the air out, part of the air, the oxygen, right? Is that right? Am I right? It's burnt up the oxygen. The oxygen is dissipated. It's gone. So then the flame's gone out. You broke it, innit? You broke it. No. Yeah, be alright. Right, that here, come here. It's mine. So, the flame went out, didn't it?
Yeah.
All the oxygen's gone.
Because it has no oxygen, it will burn out.
It's gone out. The air is heated. So as the air starts to cool down again, it's doing what? What does air do when it gets cold? What does air do when it gets hot? When it gets hot, it expands. Well, it can evaporate from the top, create gas.
Stephen.
But hot air.
Kai blood and all.
Hey people, hope you're well. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Hi. It's having some fun, doing some little experiments. Thank you for coming. Nice to see you. Been an absolute gorgeous day here. Blue skies, little fluffy clouds, all flat bottoms going all the way along. It's quite cool. I got to talk to people a little bit about perspective, you know. So, have a look at all them clouds. Imagine they're all the same height, and all bottoms, all nice flat bottoms, and follow the clouds out. You know, just talking them stuff like that. Keep planting them seeds, you know. Wow. So, what happened? Again, little recap. What happened?
The flame burnt out because there was no oxygen and it sucked up some of the water.
It started sucking up a little, didn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then I
Did you see any bubbles come out from under the bars? I forgot to mention that. Did you see it? Because there's a hot air. As it expands, it wants to escape. So apparently some supposed to come from underneath that. Then what? Should I do it again?
Yeah.
Quickly, go. Right, as soon as you've lit it, shut the match in. Be a bit safer with this. That's it. Boom. Mind your arm. I can pass it to you. Come round. Right. Flame. Water.
I want it to get big flame so it will suck more
There's
up.
air inside this jar.
Can you move the thingy?
Certainly you can.
Bubbles.
Beautiful. So it's burning the air, it's burning the oxygen out of the air. So look, see, it's already starting to rise. So it's you know, sucking.
Look, this is what I saw. The candle goes up, it comes to the bottom, and then it pushes against the bottom and stops it from rising. That's what I saw.
So the air that's all around us is pushing on us in every direction. The pressure. So while that's got a negative pressure inside now, while it's cooling, it's contracting, and it's that's sucking, and the air is also pushing that water in because it wants to maintain what? Maintain the pressure right here, doesn't it? That was cool. Next. Did you get it? Getting the pressure. Under pressure. Next. You want to try that?
Where is it?
Fill it with water.
So this water?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
You're joking me.
You're blaming me? Nice. doing? Good job I covered that socket, isn't it?
You do it.
What are you doing, sir? You're crazy. Yeah, I've done it myself anyway.
Oh.
Do. Oh, there's more water.
Evening, John Kai and all.
Hello there. Hey, Rickers. How's it going, dudes? Not seen you in a while, mate. We have to hook up soon. Have a beer. Go and take over the front of the moon on the square. That was fun. Planted some seeds that day.
What do I have to do?
So now, what do we have?
Do I have to blow into this?
You can blow into that if you want. Go on, have a little blow. Whee! I'm forever blowing.
Now, what do we do with it?
Sorry. Right, so what did I do then? So I might as well explain what I've just done. What did I try and do? We had a few dents in the bottle, didn't we? So I was trying to get the dents out. So I could have blown.
And then they'll come out here.
It would have come out there. Right, well done. So I cut that. Got rid of the dents. Boom, so I just thought I'd explain that one quick. What you did, man?
I'm in the way.
Oh, look, you've done it. Whoa! Whee! I see, you've done it. Look, you've done it. Stop. Awesome. You've done a bit of siphoning there. Explain that one day. That's right. So what are you doing?
Blowing in.
You're blowing into the top of the bottle, forcing extra air through the bottle, pushing through the water, forcing it through the straw. How else can we do it? You can't blow the balloons, can you? Yeah, I'll save your breath, son. That's right, just get everywhere. What are you doing? Stop it! Right, so I've blown the balloon up.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah? The balloon's going to want to contract itself. It's going to want to dissipate all that air that's inside because of the rubber it's made from. I'm going to cover it. I've sealed it. So the only way out
It's down.
is through here. Now the water is contained. Then there's water, but there's a hole going through. So there's an escape route for the water.
Which means it's like us blowing, so if you let go, it will come out.
It's just like us blowing. So
Let go.
do it. Wow, that's fun. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're forcing it. So you're putting more pressure. That's it. You're spreading the pressure as well, aren't you? Rather than, I'll explain that. Burst it, bruv.
Make our own tap.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Make our own tap with it.
Wow. So you are, so do another one in a sec. That's good, that was fun. That was fun. Next. I'm going to need that.
This.
Yeah. So let's get rid of all that air. All that water. I mean. See how we'll pour it out, don't I? Just that. Alright, so what else do we know about air? All these experiments we're doing with the air, what are we doing with it? Can you explain this one to me? Go for it. What are you doing?
You do that.
Right, so they were watching. Right, it's 2 cups, totally submerged, 2 cups together. Then put them top to top. Turn them up quickly. Get them out. So what do we have?
We have
This
something.
could be messy.
Human.
Right, we have a glass full of water at the bottom, a glass full of water at the top, and some bits floating about. How are you doing?
I'm moving it out to make it.
Moving it out. So why isn't the top glass wanting to, all the water wanting to come out the top glass? What's happened?
Definitely.
One, it's kind of created a seal. It's about the same size. There's a bit of a seal there, but there's air pressure. That air pressure is all around us again, and it's exerting pressure everywhere, all angles, everywhere. It's stopping water coming up. You doing the next bit? Go on. He has already seen this. I was practicing. I tried it with plastic cups and it didn't work too well for me. 3 times. So what have you done? You've moved the cup over. But you can see the water. I don't know if I can do this. The camera's going to be any good.
It won't.
So now we're going to do. Oh, now you're going to take the water from the top. This was supposed to be a bet. I was supposed to win a tenner off you for this. Hey, took the water out of the top glass without touching it. Damn, that could have got me a tenner, that one. So, you having fun? So why didn't the water want to come out when you could see it? It was open, so you could see this side, so we knew that side was open, because they're the same size. Because the air pressure is that strong down here. It's stopping it, but I reckon the more you went over, the more the pressure of the water would take over. We'll do some water pressure another day. What else can we do?
We'll do the egg one again.
Sorry?
I want to try the egg one.
The egg?
Yeah, but we need to destroy this one.
Destroy it. Do your flat egg again.
I'll be back.
Cheers, flat egg. Let me get the angle on that. It's amazing. It's left me again. So, yeah. Just teach them a little bit about air. In fact, I've learned so much about air at the minute. It's been fun. What have you done with the chat? That's there. Found it. Doing a bit of YouTubing, looking up little experiments again. I usually spend about a week just flicking through, reading up science and that interesting stuff. His sort of age stuff that he's going to be learning, because this was going to be he's going to come home, he's going to tell me what he's been learning, and I'm going to show him the other way. But kind of found out it's easier, a better way is to teach them it first, so you can actually get onto your school and you can find your child's curriculum, what they're going to do for the year in all the subjects. I highly recommend doing it, and beat them to it. Just put it like that. Beat them to it. Teach them first. Teach them all about things, so they'll be able to put their hand up. Hey, miss, I know about pressure. Do you know what we need every time and every experiment? We make pressure of any sort. Low pressure, high pressure, negative, positive pressure.
While you're talking?
You go for it. You crack on. I'll just chat away. You be very careful, though. It's not a lot of match. So I'm going to watch him for a second. Burn, baby, burn. Ooh, you got stuck upside down. That's it.
Yes.
You going?
Yeah. Kind of. A little.
Oh, look. Split.
That's so weird.
A lovely sound that was. Did you like that? If it was whole, there's also another one I saw, is where if you blow hard enough, you can blow the air in and force it back out. It'll bounce off and push the egg back out. But we're not going to do that.
What this is? I don't know.
Oh, this. I'm not prepared for this.
What was it?
There was something else I've just found in last minute. Could you boil a kettle for me, please? Just flick the switch. I've already filled it. But say hello. Loads of experiments out there you can do. Great fun as well. I've seen some awesome ones. I've literally just sat there, have a little mooch about in my shed, grab some bits up and do. What are you doing now?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Sorry. Okay. What can we do now?
Mess about.
Mess about.
Yeah.
What with?
Let's just show the people again.
Show the
candle
people. The candle one. Asking teachers how going a positive and negative pressure system exist side by side no physical barrier. Just,
Excuse me?
yeah, I'm sure they'll tell him.
That's good again. Excuse me.
Got any questions you could ask your teachers about pressure? What's the one thing you've noticed when we've been making any sort of pressure? What have you noticed?
That, I don't know. The air pushes against us.
That's the pressure's pushing, it's positive pressure, yes. But what we've needed for all these experiments is some sort of containment. You notice we contain the air in here and we played with the air. We made it hot, we burnt the oxygen out, it cooled, sucked up the water.
I don't care, everyone.
See you later. Sorry,
Show these again.
just going to show another experiment. I'll flick through the chat. I don't know if you've got any ideas that we can do. Watching me, watching you. Yeah, you're good with that. Straight in there. So, hey Ron. So there's Sandra. Sorry if I ignored you. Didn't mean to. Joel Cal. Hello, Baron. Stephen. Clicky. Rickus. Hope you're good. Hey Simon. Seen you for a while. Hope you're well. FBV Angel. Hope you're good. FBV, I know. I'm getting the words out tonight. As usual. So, anyone say anything? Sorry, John. I'll have to watch later. Going to get sunset. I do not blame you. We've what's a day for it. I was going to take them out and do a little 5-minute video on the sun. We're going to have to do that very soon. Just what science tells us about the sun, to what we can actually look and observe for ourselves. You know, and I'm sure you know very well. So that was cool. Do you want to explain what happened?
You can.
No, you do it. I need to know you got it. I need to know it's up there. Hello. So there's air. There's air all around us. Yes, there's about how much air is pressing against every inch of your skin at once.
Explain it while we're doing it.
No, I already explained it. I'm asking you. So air everywhere. Air was in there. You put it over. You contain the air inside the glass. Fire burns out the oxygen. Heated up the air. The air expanded. Still didn't look to see if any escaped out the bottom. Sure it did.
Yeah, let's check.
And then there, when the air contracted and it got cold, it sucked up the fluid because the air was contained. You're right there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Man. Do you mind go?
Yep.
I'll try another one. Try a different shape.
Yeah. Bubbles.
Alright. Yes, it was very warm. Some lovely fluffy clouds. And so the pressure decreases as you go up until it reaches negative. And you're out of reach of Earth's pull. Blah de blah. That's exactly what they're going to say. You've not been explained about Earth's pressure system. There's a lot more oxygen in there then. Hey, what do you reckon? A lot more air to warm, maybe. So pressure system, we're creating a negative kind of pressure in here, aren't we? It's negative pressure now. Is that? We are in a positive pressure. And science tells us that the air gets thinner as you go higher. And it'll get thinner and thinner and thinner until it meets a vacuum with no barrier. So everything we've done, we've had to contain the air, haven't we? To create any sort of pressure, it's needed to be contained. This is science. This is what science teaches us. And this is what your teachers will probably do some little experiments with you as well, some cool ones. So if they ever say, you've got any ideas of what we can do or how we can create pressure, you'll be able to tell your teacher, wouldn't you? You better put your hand up. Would you put your hand up? Hands up.
Probably not, because it's like silent work and stuff.
Silent work? You're not allowed to talk to your teacher?
Well, you can ask.
What is going on with schools these days? So did they ask you if there's any, does anyone know how we can make pressure? Would they ever say something like that, do you think?
Oh wait, you're talking to them.
I want to talk to the cat.
No, I thought you were talking to them.
Oh, no. Hi, sorry. Hey, Matt. Matt. Good to see you.
Hey, Catherine.
What else we done in here? Lifting it from a spear. With mere physical substance. Yeah. He wrote that, did he? Albert Einstein. You can have a read of that in a bit. A good chat.
Yeah.
There's some other experiments. There's a can trick, but we don't buy cans anymore. So I couldn't do the can trick. Cost a can. You go and raid the neighbour's bin or something. So that was the question. The idea. Oh yes. Boiling water. Could you? I'll click the kettle. Say hello.
I did.
Ice. You got the ice in, right? Ice, baby. Right. Got a glass jar. I bought this whoopee cushion. Chopped it up. Okay. What we're going to do. Trying to think of the best way to do this. I need a pot of hot water. Can you very carefully take the lid off of that, please?
Lid off of what?
The jar. Take the whoopee cushion off. Take the whoopee cushion off.
I've put so many
I'll
on
just
there.
pull this up. Okay. Maybe you should have done it. There you go. Right. Remember this one. So we have. We'll have. Right, yourself. We have hot water.
Or only burn your hand off.
Burn the hand off. Something a bit different from the old sucky.
What's this? What experiment are we doing now?
I'm going to heat up the jar, which in turn heats up the air which is inside the jar. Yeah, I can feel it. Quite cool. I think someone done it when this was quite hot, so I don't know if it's going to work too well. Okay. So if heat the air is expanding.
Dying down, 2 people.
Bear with me, I've not done this yet.
2 people.
Is it only 2?
Yeah.
All good.
We're dying down.
All good. It's just us 2 chilling. That's all we're doing. Can't get the hump of it, mate. Right. So the air's being heated. Prefer playing with matches? That's not good. I don't like matches.
I'd stick with the matches.
Oh.
I'm better at doing the matches than...
Right, so the air is heated in there, it's expanding. Do you know what? I think I've done this wrong. I think we should have put the jar in first, already with the cap on. Let's try it now. And now we're going to go from hot, which is expanding the air, to cold.
You're so lucky that's there.
I know, that's why it's there. That is why it's there. It is. Right, is anything happening to the top of that?
Is this hot?
It's not, is it? What have I done wrong? Quick, this was the lastminute.com. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? Anyone on? Done. Hang on. So we're supposed to cool down the air inside the jar. And then that was going to suck in. I know it has slightly. But But that was fun. We've had great fun today. That's about it really for the experiments. It's been good. Hope everyone's been well. Is there anything else I should let them know? Well, other little simple, innocent questions that a child could ask a teacher. What could a child ask a teacher in science? What could you ask? Could you ask how to make?
How can you prove?
How can we create pressure without a container, maybe? Or can we? Right, is that a question you could put to your teacher without sounding so obvious, or what? You listen to me. Love you. I'm going to say hello. Hi. He's not well. Oh, he's... Still a bit shy, aren't you? I am too.
Hi.
So hi. So who we got on there? A couple of people. Hey, bounces hi.
Yeah, I know, that's why I wait.
Oh, well done. He's listening to. So everyone had a good week? We're just going to play around. Think of any other questions? Yeah, so what was that? I see a word in there. What was it? Is gravity pushing force or pulling force? That is a good question. You get that?
Is gravity pushing force or pulling force?
Is gravity a pushing force or a pulling force? So you need to write that down. Seriously? Write that down. Do I know it's on the video. It's on the video. G, gravity, push, pull.
Keep on testing
So
the
what is it?
substance, that's all we got.
Huh?
Keep on testing the substance.
That's it. That's all we can do. Science. Everything here. It's all science that we can do ourselves at home. I've had great fun. It's been amazing. Isn't it? We loved it, really. He just loves experimenting. I try and grab him after school and I say, hey, Kai, come and look at this. We'll do it. And he's had it all day at school. Doesn't want to come home and be hammered in about different stuff we're going to do. So just for now, I'm just going to try and find little experiments that we can do, and I can just talk openly to him about stuff and raise certain questions. He knows what I know, or I claim to know about the world around me. I don't want to stuff his head up, but so I don't push it on him. I wouldn't want him to go to school and say, "Yeah, it's facts. My dad says so." And that's, no. He's spamming you for. What are you spamming me
We're not
for?
supposed to say that. We weren't saying that in the video.
What video?
This video, we're not saying
No,
that.
they was going to put it on the title. There's all this thing about putting it on the title. How are people going to see it if we've not got flat Earth in it? Yeah?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
Exactly. I know we're not talking about flat Earth, but it's kind of relevant to what, well, to me, I suppose, yeah. But you know what I know, or claim to know about shape of the world because of what we can do with water. The only ways we can create pressure on Earth. Yeah? So everything we're doing with natural science and all this sort of stuff, it's totally, it's going against the heliocentric theory that they proposed thousands of years ago. Aristocrats and whatever his name is, and Copernicus carried it on, didn't they? Put the sun so far. And I've explained to you about them having to put the sun further and further. Because the maths, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you have fun, son.
Yeah.
We say goodbye then. Come on, we'll have fun. Thank you so much for coming. I hope I haven't bored you. Literally just asked to do some experiments. I did have some, dug out some goggles from the shed. He didn't want to wear them though. He's going to wear them now. Stick them on.
Look like a total weirdo.
Oh, just so we say goodbye. A minion. So I borrowed these from work.
I
So
reckon swimming.
now he's got his own, which is cool.
Yeah.
Scooby Steve!
Not burning.
Right, check the chat. See if there's any more questions.
Nice one, JJ.
Say hello. Say goodbye. Everything. It's a bit emotional. No.
Bye.
So there. Speak to you soon. See you in the chat somewhere.